Oh shit, we back. Oh, well, you're in a different spot now.
Yeah.
Gotta-
That's just because today. I mean, we're not no pause, but it's just because today we have a guest today.
Yeah, we do have a guest, man. A good friend of mine, the superstar, the big chingong. You feel me? Xander.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? My boy's in the building. What's good, Xan?
Good, man. I'm doing excellent, man.
Fantastic, Xander.
Thank you for having me, you guys.
Hey,
Yo,
no problem at all, man.
bro.
Just
Welcome.
quick question. You're Cali, LA, born and raised native.
Yeah.
Congratulations to that. You don't meet too many of those guys.
Oh yeah,
Thanks,
and it's
son.
like, hold on. Well, welcome to the Not From Hollywood podcast. Man, we ain't even the intro right, but yes, we actually got a native for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
What's
you,
up,
thank you.
Xander? Tell us where you from. Where you from?
Dude, I grew up in San Fernando Valley. For any other people that are from San Fernando Valley, I grew up in Canoga Park. And the
Okay.
funny thing, I
Oh.
was like, I grew up in between the small
That's like
city.
Woodland Hills.
Yeah, exactly. Like
I grew
Topanga Mall.
Topanga Mall. I go there all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah, dude. It wasn't there when I was growing in high school. It was like after high school. It's like, oh, all of this exists now. Great.
Yeah, I go to the barbershop over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they had a
Expensive
spot.
haircuts. Everybody should tell you.
They had a spot behind it off of one of them shits, and they had to move because it was like a little gang over there. It was like this apartment complex. It was kind of funny,
Yeah.
but it was
It's-
like
it's-
it was different. But it was like because it wasn't LA, it was like I forget what they were, but it was just funny.
I mean, it's funny. Like a lot of people think Canoga is, it's like back in the day, it used to be like super gang violence or people, but now I think it's like chilled out.
Chilled out,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think people have, made it to be. Is the word right? Gentrified almost.
Yeah, kind of or fix it.
I don't know if I want to say all that, but yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, Canoga Park is beautiful, man. Great people, great like
From the
food,
valley.
Mexican food, you name it. There's
Yeah,
a lot of tacos.
a lot of tacos.
Al
Speaking of
pastor?
that, yeah, al pastor. I try to stop. I really don't eat pork, but
You
the al
should
pastor-
stop doing that. You know why?
Why?
Last time we we almost got in trouble with getting a fight
Oh
with the
my
Descarga in Hollywood.
God,
I love the
yo.
Scottiga.
bro.
The cigar. What? Come on.
Oh
we get
my God,
salsa
this
over
story is
there.
so crazy. We leave the club. What is that? La Descarga?
La
Yeah.
Descarga,
Yeah, La
in Hollywood.
Descarga.
Yeah.
And then I'm saying this shit wrong. But we go, it's a taco truck right outside. So, right, we're sitting in the taco truck. Me and Xander, like, I'm practicing my Spanish. So, like, we're talking or whatever. And, wow, he jump into something happened. He,
I
like-
jumped in.
Oh, that's what it was. That's what it was. That's what it was.
Because Tay was already in line.
I was in line.
Yeah.
And then he jumped in or something, but he
Mm-hmm.
said something in Spanish, but he was talking to me in Spanish, but the other dude heard him. And he was
So he
like,
thought he was talking
he
to
was
him.
like, yo, I heard what you said, dog. I heard what you said. So he's like bitching. And we like, yo, shit, because I don't know what Xander said.
Because I said it in
He
Spanish.
said it in Spanish.
Because
He
I was
said-
like, oh yeah, all of us bummed out getting tacos and none of us got any going home.
oh yeah.
Like no girls, like you know what I mean? I was just like,
Yeah.
oh,
And you're
look
talking
at-
to him. And he thought
Yeah,
you were talking to
he's
him.
yeah, but I was talking to Tay.
Yeah.
But I said it so loud, but like,
But he
also
was like,
being
I heard
honest.
you. But he was also just like, I heard you.
was
Like,
salty.
I heard what you said to him. Like, all that
Dude.
business. So he doing all that. And then he's like, just arguing. We like, yo, like chill out. So then he starts arguing with somebody else. Like while talking that, but then he just started arguing with somebody else. It was a mad random. And then he started arguing with somebody else. And then now they're going back and forth. Because it's like his friend is next to him, but he like, yo, chill. And then he just started arguing with the people next to us. No, he argued with the people who doing the tacos. And now they argue, and then they like, what's up? You want to fight? He like, what's up? They all the people from the taco place run out in the street. They run out in the street and they start fighting. Like right there in the middle of the street. And we sit there like, yo. And they just fighting, just on some drunk shit. It was crazy, bro.
And it was
crazy.
It was funny because we
It
were
was
like,
so funny.
all just for some al pastor tacos.
All the,
We
just
saw
out
all
there
this
eating hot, like tacos and then,
Break
like,
loose, bro.
They started wilding. All right, well, Xander, what you're in the business. I gotta move this. I keep knocking it down. I mean, Xander didn't tell you that he's in the business too. Like, you want to be an AD, right? Or no,
Yeah.
you don't care. Producer, like, what brought you in the industry? Like,
I mean, I want to
to.
produce eventually.
Well, how about this? What did you want to do when you were younger?
When I was a baby.
Okay, let's say by high school when they're like, you need to have your future figured out.
You know what's funny? I wanted to be a doctor.
Okay.
I was like, oh yeah, because growing up in a family, like everybody's trying to always push you to be big. Like, oh, you should be a doctor, be a lawyer, and I was like, okay, cool. But then when I was in college, I went to Cal State Northridge in the Valley.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome, college. I realized I was not happy. Not like doing, classes taking chemistry and bio. I'm like, man, this is not as fun. Like, going back to having a good time. And I literally like took a whole year off. I just decided to not do anything. Through growing out, like meeting people, being single and like, and I had just recently broken up with my ex, but dude, I was just having a good time. And then I met a friend from like back in high school, and she was like, hey, like, how come you don't model or act? I was like, you think so? She's like, yeah. And I was like, but I don't know, like, how'd you even get in? She's like, dude, the college, CSUN has a program that you could get into and, be, which is Cinema Television of Arts. And so she's like, you could go in and, just kind of experience, like, there's film and TV at CSUN. I was like, all right, cool. I kid you not, I got in like the next year. And then from there on, dude, just met people. My first job was Big Brother. And then,
so you did
reality TV. Yeah. I did Big Brother. I did Master Chef. I did bunch of like, and also red carpets. And then after that, it's like, I was kind of tired of that, and I decided to, just like, I want to do scripted, like go into scripted. I want to, and as a kid, I wanted to act, but also direct. So going back to the question of what made you get into that, it's like, no, I want to, growing up in a family, like you watch telenovelas all the time, and that's like your thing. And then as you get older, they're like, oh, there's other TV shows, there's other movies, there's, and yeah. So I hope I answered that question.
No, you did. I mean, yeah, that's how
much.
That's how you got into the industry. And then once you got on the scripted side, you said, no, because you said you want to be a producer too, though. So like producer, AD, kind of similar.
Yeah.
Similar. We kind of want to do the same. I mean, I'm the same way. Well, similar to get into the industry. And you kind of, I guess we all kind of want to be ADs, producers. Like it's kind of all this similar type stuff.
But the funny thing is, like, what's an AD? Like, before we even get to that, you're like,
what's an assistant director? You have no idea. Coming from reality, there was no such thing as an AD.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't even know that there was like a way to become join the DGA, being a PA. Being a PA, it's like, I think back in the day, I don't know. Again, we were not born probably, but like maybe there wasn't a way, and then all of a sudden there's a direct way to get into something bigger than, just like, hopefully the next job will get me to be a producer or might get me to be closer to that, versus now there's a track. Like, cool, you could join if you do all of this and get in, versus just like, hopefully the next, because I think maybe back then that's what it was, networking, right? Maybe that's how you became.
We always use the term, call it the Wild Wild West. When I was working Valerie Bertinelli cooking show, one of Valerie's, I want to say his manager or agent, he used to be an agent. He's like, I'm from New York. I moved out here to visit a friend, and his friend was a producer. And one day his friend was like, look, I double book myself. I can't literally do this or do that. Can you produce this while I'm gone? I'll help you out if you need it. This is before cell phone. This is like in the 80s. He's like, that was my first gig. I was a producer on this. I liked it. I stayed out here, and I was a producer. I'm like, what? Yeah. Like, that'll never happen now. Even if nepotism, they're like, look, I'll give you some help, but I can't. But to hear
that should still happen. People get those jobs all the time.
It's just wild to me. He's like, I'm a producer. And then he decided to run his own agency. He said, I created my own. I became an agent. Then I got tired of that, quit, because manager. Because he was even, the movie Rudy, he was Rudy's agent. He was like,
oh, he was?
Yeah. He was like, yo, you did all this? He's like, yeah, man. And I managed only a few clients, but I just chill. And I'm just like, yo, that is crazy that like that can actually happen. Yeah. Where now I look at the process we have. To be an AD, 600 days. Yeah. And then turn your book, and then you need to turn your book in with either your PR or your paycheck stubs. Then how many is it? Then you have to do third area, which is everywhere not in LA or New York. Yeah,
and you can be here unless it's not a low budget. It says other little things, but it's like it goes back to that. Well, you can do commercials. Yeah, you do low budget.
And how many days do you need?
Same. It's the same 400. It still count.
So you need to do 400 on top of the 600.
So the PA book is free PA. Then after that, you're AD, but you gotta get 400. We call them out of town days. So you just or you could do commercials here or low budget movies.
Yeah,
or they can count. Like,
Yeah,
So.
yeah. You could do 75 or 75.
you do 75.
Which is commercials and indie features.
Bro, they sent my book back.
Nah.
I gotta
Really?
send more stuff. No, it's actually good though. She sent it, and she basically, it was a couple things that needed to, like, it was pay stubs and PRs. Like,
Oh.
you're just like, I gotta hit them up. But bro, this one thing I gotta tell everybody. So, like the PAs, because Cornelius told me I gotta call him because he told me, he was like, yo, you gotta change it. If they pay you as a non-clerical, I think clerical union or something like that, it can't say that. They're not gonna accept it. It needs to say set. And I'm like, and the whole show, it was on Grotesquerie. Yeah, but it's from the deal memo. Because you know how sometimes they're like, it's happened before where they change. It's like, you got to tell them. But I feel like people in the office, it's the same deal memo. So they're not about to. I don't know, but it's like, sometimes you get a deal memo like, why you send me that one?
It's like almost like, well, I'm not an office PA.
Yeah, like, why you sending, like, I'm not office PA. It's like they be kind of just sending stuff.
Yeah.
So you got to just make sure. Because if not, like, she was like, I got to send all the PRs. Oh. But I'm glad that Larry was on there. So I know, you know, I would have had to hit somebody up, but it's like, now I got to reach out. I had to reach out to all these people from Beverly Hills Cop.
Oh,
I had to reach out to, what's his name? Rylan.
Oh, yeah, Rylan.
Danny.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in a certain shows that I don't know all the ADs.
Yeah.
Like that, to be reaching out.
No.
But that was it. And then I got to send it back.
But was it a lot of PRs? Was it a lot of pay stubs?
Shit, yeah. The Grotesquerie one, because they paid me like that.
Yeah.
He said the whole season.
Yeah, that's all of them.
That's
Wow. Really, the whole season?
Whole season.
So you got to like go back and like what?
Get all the PRs.
Get all the PRs and just
from 100 days. First shit like that.
How about we just do another show? Why don't we just do another show and just?
I mean, then you can add more, right? And,
it's
like, the same thing though. Those days already count. You just got to get the paperwork.
Yeah.
But it's easier because now I can just upload it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't have to send it in. It's not a thing. I'm glad she responded and said it was like not rejected. But yeah, but on the second book, when you do your UPM book or the UPM or your first book, when you first, they get to upload theirs because they have to do another 400. So to get paid higher, we're trying to get in, which is second, and key. And then it's another one to be a UPM or a first.
Yeah.
So that's another 400. 400. 405, I think 400.
Well, I know there's one for the first, and there's another one for the UPM. There's two separate ones, isn't it?
I think they both the same.
Oh, because I know some firsts who are like, I turn my book and I can UPM now.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
It might be. But I think it might be.
I think you could do both, but it's like you have to do maybe.
I don't know.
Requisites and stuff. Maybe.
I don't know if it's. I don't know. That's a good question.
It is crazy though, because when you AD, which we've all done like non-union stuff, and it's even funnier because you're there like crazy. You feel like I'm the big dog out here today. And then you go back to your scripted, the union stuff. You're like, and I'm a PA again.
Yeah.
There you
go. Go get me a coffee.
Little pa, go give me a coffee, little pa.
But it's interesting when you talk about it because it makes me wonder how it was back. We were talking about that earlier off camera, like how it was back in the days. Like, could you imagine, like, working in Hollywood in the '80s? Like, I
would have loved it.
Yeah, like I think so too.
I don't know if I would have liked it.
I think you would have.
I think you would have.
Like everybody that worked it said they loved it. Like they all loved it. They said it wasn't until the corporations came in, it took the fun out of going to work. Like they all said, I enjoyed going to work every day.
We gotta bring somebody on that was really out there,
right?
Hey, I'm not gonna say any names, but I have people tell me all the same things. Like, dude, back in the day was so much fun.
They do say that a lot.
But everybody was in a
hella drugs.
But I think people were also like, both sides, men and women, were having a good time. Everybody
for sure, but everybody was on. Not everybody, but like, high. But they was like, it was just not the Wild Wild West. It was just kind of like not regular.
I mean, it kind of was the Wild Wild West.
A little bit, but it was like also I don't know. I'm just hearing what people say, but everybody could be exaggerating, right? Yeah, so I don't know, but what it seems like it was just nobody was really calling people out for doing it. So if you was doing whatever, you was over there, but we wasn't like, you're getting fired. Yeah. It's like,
but I think people were experimenting. I feel like people were just trying to just have a good time. Girls are trying to get become actresses, guys are trying to become actors, and everyone's just trying to. And also, people are trying to be famous. Trying to get in the next big thing that you know, might just flip your career. And I think we were just having a really good time. And during that time, I mean, the music was also different, you know, and
That was a just a
people's
different world.
attitudes and people, yeah, it's a different. So,
But for sure,
like,
they talk about drugs.
They weren't. I mean, I forget what movie it is.
That's
They
the
said
biggest thing they
cocaine
told
was on the budget. Like it was on the
yeah,
budget for that.
exactly.
But because I heard that even then somebody told me that you'd go outside like some certain shows and sets, they'd have panders on the front with big tables selling jewelries and stuff like that.
Dude.
I'm like, damn. And you can nap if you're tired. Like, yo, I'm tired. Can I nap for a half hour?
I don't know if I'm believing that one.
That would be. They said they did. They'd have hammocks. You go to the trail. You could just nap for a half hour. 40 minutes.
Hammocks? No
Like,
way.
I've still seen them.
Yeah, back then. I mean, you remember, like I said, if back then wasn't. Remember, there was no corporation.
Yeah.
You didn't have to clock in. There was no time cards.
Yeah.
Everybody knew that we're gonna go in. We're gonna finish these scenes for the day, and you're done in 8 to 10 hours max, and then you would just go home.
Yeah.
And they said that once the corporations came in, they're like, nope, 12-hour days minimum. They're like, what? Like,
Yeah, that'd be trash.
I mean, it probably, you know, also another thing, people were probably not sleeping well and not getting the rest that they needed. So,
Oh, then the union hours, like, I don't know. They was probably, I mean, I don't know. We don't know. Like, they could have been
Yeah.
getting killed because what the unions get started for, I don't know. You know?
I think the wages.
But back
'Cause
then,
that's to
unions
protect them.
Unions weren't big back then either.
Yeah.
That was a little bit.
Yeah,
that was right when it started.
And then that's what I'm saying. What years are we talking about? Hollywood's been going back since the 50s.
From this,
Yeah, but
It's
even
like
back
people
then
talk
though,
about-
there was no health regulations back then.
I don't know
Yeah.
what it was back then. You talking about the 50s and 40s and 60s? Like,
it
what?
could be the 90s that we're talking about when we were
90s, I
born.
mean, for sure. I could see it being but that's not that far. It's definitely unions in the 90s.
Yeah.
No, they were. But I'm saying is, but unions was like 80s because that's the Jimmy Hoffa and all that era where the union started. It was a big deal.
Also, guys, we don't even know what we're talking about. So, like, don't take us for nothing. Everything that we say,
Yeah, I
like,
know.
do your own research.
Yes,
We
please
are
do.
up here just talking.
We're
I
freestyling.
don't know everything. I just got here.
Yeah.
All right?
He just got here on Earth, is what he meant to say.
No, like,
He's an alien.
LA, like, all that. Like,
He's the future.
He's a
we don't
future.
know nothing.
Yeah,
So
I
speaking,
agree.
we talk about
We're
work.
just throwing things out there. I think it's fun.
No, yeah,
it's,
I know.
fun. I think it's fun to imagine. You know, just like
Of course.
Yeah.
It is always fun to imagine. But most of the time when people tell me that I can believe, it's like people just drugged up, like doing hella drugs. And it sounds like a bad work environment.
Yeah.
So, and it probably was fun.
and it probably was.
It's probably was fun for some people, but like, and then you put it on, like, think about our work environment right now and how those people act and put them on cocaine.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
gotta. But you're
Yeah,
doing
I
it
know.
differently
That
though.
doesn't sound
I know.
too
Yeah,
much
but-
fun.
It doesn't sound
But
fun.
back then it
with all the
wasn't-
egos and nonsense.
That's what I'm saying.
But the
dude.
difference is back
Creating
then,
something.
people that worked in it wanted to work in it. Like
Nah,
it wasn't.
so we
It
still
wasn't.
wanna work in this. It's
No,
not the same.
no, but it's not. But now everybody wants to. Back then, not everybody wanted to act.
Yeah.
People weren't driving to LA in thousands of droves to work in Hollywood.
Oh,
that
that's not
didn't
what I'm
happen
talking
until
about.
But I'm saying this, so you got to figure out crew people. Most people that worked in Hollywood were already locals.
Yeah.
Some of the actors came here and they worked. So that's what I'm saying. It was laid back. You didn't have 100 people on a set, which is probably why they had to add it and have whatever. Because now they're like, oh, as we started to get, you have to be here for 12 hours. People started to get angry. People started to get, because think about it now. There's people we work with that they hate the job, but it's their job. They're like, I don't want to be.
But
here
that's
today."
life, though.
But it is. But back then, if it
Everybody
was
hate everything.
But back then, if people didn't hate it because they wanted to be there,
But I feel like people still. I mean, I guess.
you gotta remember,
something.
Hollywood wasn't the same then as it is now. You're looking at it now. Think how back then was.
And then you got to think about how they were living back then too. So
It was
what
cheaper.
years are we talking about?
Everybody's saying it was in the early 80s. Even
Okay, in
before
the
that.
80s, that's when cocaine first got there. Of course, however it's going to be, it was already probably laid back because it's the 80s already. And now you're bringing in a new drug, which was not regulated. And we talking early when it's it's a new drug. So, and if it's not, all these things that we don't do now is because of them. Because when that drug came, they were experimenting with it. And now it's frowned upon. Like, you still do it, but you don't do it out in the open because why? It's cocaine.
No,
You know what I'm saying? But it's different
yeah.
between
But
like
what I was saying
them
is-
getting it right now and people not knowing what that is. And now they're still living their film industry of how the workflow goes. But then they're also now partying. Like, that's their whole thing of like the 80s was about a fucking party. So it's like, of course the set is gonna be lit. And then you're not gonna tell me that Hollywood wasn't booming in the 80s. There was a lot of shit going on in the 80s. It's Hollywood.
Yeah, but you gotta
It's
remember,
LA.
But Hollywood was never that, like you're saying it is. That didn't happen until the 90s. That's what I'm trying to explain.
Hollywood?
No, Hollywood was here, but you have
You
to
has
remember.
great movies in the 80s.
No, even the 70s and the 60s, but Hollywood wasn't booming like it was in the 90s.
I would have said it would have. I mean, then we got to find out what was the booming years, because I feel like the 80s would be a part of the booming years.
Like the 80s were
Wasn't
good.
Eddie Murphy movies all in the 80s?
That's all late, like 90, basically the early 90s.
Early 90s.
Like that's what I'm trying to
So
explain.
it's not
to
the
you.
80s. So that's the difference.
But I'm saying is the 80s, you have to go before John Hughes. Like,
Okay,
like
I'm-
everybody's
listen,
saying that. Like
understand.
Back to the Future was 85, 86. That's when they got corporate days, right? So if we're going 85, 86, they're all telling you before 85, 86. That's when corporations
Okay,
hit.
so before 85, 86.
Yes.
That's what we're talking about.
And that's what I'm saying. And back then, that's what they're thinking. People forget that back then,
I don't know
Hollywood,
shit. I
the
wasn't-
celebrity wasn't what it is by then. There was no lifestyle of the rich and famous until the late 80s, early 90s. There wasn't the
So what
celebrity.
does that? Okay, I get that, but what does that mean? What were
What
we
I'm
talking
saying
about
is, once that happened, almost like a social media, that was their social media for them back then.
Yeah.
Once that happened, then people are like, well, I want to live like that. What do I got to do? I want to be famous, because we started to make action stars.
So you're talking about the people come, the transplant like us,
Yes.
that we come.
They all want to
Okay.
be action stars, and it changes the culture of what was there. If it wasn't there before, it changed.
Well, that's what
Like-
that's what every industry though. So okay, I mean, yes, it gets popular
I mean,
now.
you
More
can't say
people
every
come.
industry, but yeah. But
I mean,
yeah.
everything that's an industry that's like people like, and it gets popular, people are going to move to do it, and that's what you're saying. Because TV's getting bigger, you watch more. Everybody, people like us that don't live there, they move, they try to
Yeah.
come act, they want to be a part
But
of it.
I'm saying
and then now what?
that's when it got crazy. Is when that happened, which is like
So that
late
means this
80s,
probably
early
was making
90s.
more money, right? The studios is making more money, and then now they're trying to. The whole time they trying to make money. They don't never want to give us the money, so they're gonna try to put us on contracts so we make sure we're doing everything. I'm just guessing.
No, you're right. I'm just saying.
So
is-
now they're making it more.
What I'm saying
like,
is by then is when what they're saying when it got corporatized is when the change happened, and they had to put the regulations.
But what's the
'Cause they're like,
change for? I'm just trying to see like what we like. All right, the change is happening. Then what happened? The change.
No, I'm saying as the change comes, then we go to what you're talking about. Because now the corporations are like, hey, I'm putting millions of dollars into this project. You can't have cocaine on the table.
Yeah.
I need you to be here 12
Well,
hours.
that's not true
you
though.
Need to clock in.
That's not true because they said from the 80s to the 90s, that's when niggas was doing it. It didn't get frowned upon. Shit, they even said early 2000s they was doing it. It's just the way it was looked at. Like you're not in the early 80s or late 80s to 90s. Like it's not looked at like that. So all the drugs and shit. You talking about the hippie era. Hippie era. I mean, not hippie. That's a little later, but like cocaine and all that. I mean, that's like a party drug. It's a new drug. Like it was probably looked at differently. And with that, people are on set. The fact that they said that props or all these departments would just have it there tells me that everybody's okay with it. If it was just out there, which now goes back to what I'm saying, we're on set and everybody's on cocaine. That doesn't sound fun to me.
I know, but what I'm saying is, as it got corporatized, because the money got, I don't know how you're not catching this. As it got corporatized by let's say the 90s to the late 90s, they're like, hey, I'm now investing $100 million into this movie.
Right?
I can't have this. Like now, there are going to be some people who are the old people who are like, well, we had coke when I was here. It's okay. I don't care. I'm not listening to this corporation.
So you telling me
as
that-
those guys died out and the corporations got bigger, Hollywood got bigger, then they're like, all right, we now run all this. Now there's a Warner Brothers. Now these studios got bigger, and they're like, all right, now we're doing this. Now we're doing that. The TV shows got bigger and better. There's more money.
So
in
you're
it.
saying what? They didn't do cocaine in the 90s?
No, what I'm saying is it slowed down, and by the time we got 2000, is where we are now. It's always about the
I mean,
shift and change.
that's fine. I never said
I know.
that.
No, but you're saying it as if like, oh, well, it would have been. No, they're saying is I'm saying is there's levels to it, right? It's growth. As the corporations took over, it's change. Change doesn't happen overnight. We know this.
Yeah.
There's a change of it. So it's probably every 3 to 4 years, you're getting your change. Hey, stop the cocaine. You got to get those guys who always do it to kind of fade out or get fired out or die out.
There's probably
And then
also
you get
more
the-
liability
Oh
too.
yeah, but there was way more than that. It's just drug. I mean, I agree with you, but I didn't know. I didn't know that was really done.
I feel like there was also more, liability in people.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
it's like-
nobody should be doing drugs on the set. Like that's just facts.
Yeah.
And it's also just. I mean, I guess you can call it corporations, but it just wasn't safe. They was not only doing that, but doing other shit. They was doing all. It was like the Wild Wild West. The way they say it, I was never there, but the way they say it, it was like, yo, we was doing this, we was doing that. It was just kind of like one of those things. And like you said, as you progress, it's like, oh, we can't be doing that what we were doing because it's a new thing. It's just like it's coming into the film or it's coming into society. So it's like it wasn't in society at that time, and now this is a new thing. That's like us getting a new drug right now, and we using it. Right now, it's a new drug. We don't know what it is. We don't know if it's a drug. It could be smoke. We don't know. But you look at it in hindsight, be like, oh, it was over there doing.
Everybody doing Ozempic.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, literally,
like,
vitamin O.
Vitamin O.
But yeah, no, you're right.
Which it is a new drug. I mean, if you think about it.
No, it is.
I mean, people are all excited about it.
I mean, you see people losing weight.
Said back in the day, they was lit, and they said they used to get drunk, like drink more.
Yeah.
Like people will be drinking and stuff. But anyway,
I mean, it's. I feel like things have just shifted and changed over time slightly
to make it better.
To just
for the better.
Yeah, I think it's more of a, someone making sure they get home.
Like, I don't know. Do your shows when you guys rap at the end of a Friday? Did your like Grip and Electrics just sit in the truck and drink?
Yeah.
I see on my show now they don't do that, but like other shows I've been there and they're literally
no, I've been on a couple.
Crack it over. Yeah, and I was used to that. But my show they don't. Like when you rap, they're like peace, go home. Like they're
some
out.
do it, some don't.
Well, because I mean your show's been going on for so long, and they're just like I've had enough of this.
Yeah,
I want to go home with my family.
Because I was like, yo, so you guys going to?
Yeah, you were random. I mean, it all depends on your crew.
I mean, yeah, I think so
it's
too.
Definitely fun.
I thought they would all do it still. That's when I was like, oh, so you guys don't like hang out on Friday night? Still like, nah, bro.
Yeah, I think it's.
I mean, they do that, but sometimes now they won't do it in the truck. They'll go to a bar down the street.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they do
that's
that.
What it is
Crew
now.
do that all the time. They don't because this frowned upon. They do it on a lot.
Yeah,
So
I think it's
they
more
do.
of that, like what Tay said. It's more of just people going to the bar and
Because
just like, okay,
people
cool.
still do it, but you just don't want to. You're on the clock. Like if you're on the like. That's why we there, the ADs. You know what I'm saying?
To kill like the
Make sure
the
we're
dailies.
the one holding it down.
Hey, yeah, they're done.
They're
We're out.
done. We're out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I know. The last show I was on, the camera guys like to drink, so they were definitely like longer than they should be, and I was just like, man, I'm not saying long as like hours, but just like 15 minutes. It's like, all right, bro. I also want to go home. Like,
I mean, that adds up.
I want to go. Yeah, it adds up. You're like 15. It's like, and then going back to, how you said it's like we're the first ones in, last one out. And so it's like, hey, man. I've been here longer than you have, and I want to go home too.
You know what else? I love my camera team. Love y'all.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I love.
I don't believe you guys.
No, I do.
Nah, it's like sometimes like utilities, like y'all be the homies. We like, and it's always different when you meet a new utility when you do last man or whatever, because it's like who's this person? Like what we about to be? Because it's like. They be different every time, and you never know what you're gonna do. Because sometimes you be there, you trying to go
And
home,
they're trying to go home, yeah.
And they like, oh, I got another card. I'm like, bro, just give me your own card
Hey,
and let me go home.
You can figure
Like,
out how
what
long
are
this is
you
gonna take.
doing?
Write it in there and do it, and then
I
leave.
told do that. He like, no, I don't want to do it like that. I looked at him. I'm like, all right, bro. So now I gotta sit here with your stupid ass.
Or you know what? When the funny thing is like when they tell you it's like 15, 20, and
And
then
it's not
and then
15,
it's like
20.
another 20. You're like, and then it's just another 20. It's like,
I tell the
that's an hour.
utilities- I tell the utilities every time, bro. Tell me exactly what it was. Don't lie right now. Like, just don't.
Just tell me an
Like, I don't
hour.
give a fuck.
I'd rather hear an hour and then.
We don't. Listen, guys. We are both here together. I don't leave without you.
Actually, no. You leave and I'm still here.
Exactly.
So it's like, I'm not leaving without you.
Just tell me how long it takes to download the card.
Yeah.
That's it. Don't give me no fake time. Give me real time. Let me do the fake time.
Yeah.
Let me do the fake time.
You take the extra
You know
5
what I'm
minutes if you
saying?
need to.
You feel me?
And they know they're gonna do it. I'm like, look, guys, you make much more than me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you can, like, oh, it'll take me another 20. And it'll take me another 10 to get to my car. But then put 30 on there. I don't have to wait with you here. Like, do I have to hold your hand?
Is that what you need? Yeah, great.
Because once they hand you the thing, they dip so fast
They
anyway.
dip.
It's not like they wait for you. Go there you are.
Yeah.
Let's walk to the car together. No. So
they just
give me your
dip.
thing so I can head out because I'm gonna be here earlier than you tomorrow.
Yeah. Don't you just
Like-
love that though when they're like literally handing it off? They're like the first ones out. You're like, I still gotta go back to the trailer.
You gotta hand it back, and everybody, and you're looking around like,
It's like I gotta go back to. I gotta go to the trailer. Be like, hey guys, I got everything. And then it's like,
Crazy.
yeah.
and then you walk to your car. You're all by yourself, just walking like. I could just get kidnapped. Nobody would even know.
no-
They get mad at you the next day that you're late to work. So he's late. lazy bastard.
Yeah.
Yo,
I was the last one out. What the fuck? What do you
Literally.
mean? I was the last one out.
Literally.
Literally.
And there's no thank yous. There's nobody even knows you're the last one out, but your AD department. The office doesn't know. And the other departments don't even care.
Yeah.
They don't even care. They're
Yeah.
like,
They don't worry about us.
no,
We the only
I'm
department.
not gonna hate on the extra money though. When the,
Nah,
No.
Yeah.
but they're the only department that we're the only
Mm-hmm.
ADs are the only department that got to worry about everybody else on set.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else can just come in,
Do what they
do
want.
their shit.
Yeah.
Props, come and do your
And it's like one thing too.
one thing. They
Yeah.
don't even honestly, they don't even got to listen to their walkie.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
very annoying.
Like, you know what I'm saying? They got to have it on. I mean, they do got to listen. The good ones, I mean, yes, you do have to listen for
Yeah,
sure.
I agree.
Like, you should be attentive.
You
right?
should.
For sure.
You should have that
But
walkie.
if
yeah.
you were not, like some people are,
Yeah.
then it's like, it's whatever. It's like, where you at?
I mean, that's
It's our job to find them. Yo.
yeah, and that's like a lot of the camera guys. You know, again, we love your camera, you know, the camera department, but it's
Camera.
just like they're really there, just having a good time. But you know, because they're all together in there.
Mm-hmm,
Us, who you know, we are the part of the AD department. You know, production assistants.
AD team.
We are like far as hell. You know, we're like over here catching
Mm-hmm. And they
this,
hate on
you know,
us.
doing
They
everything.
hate on when we're together. I hate it.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
set, we're the only department when we're all together. People say PA bomb, AD bomb. Blah, blah, blah. It's like all the other departments can sit there
And
and,
the
kind
little
of
Actually,
chit-chat
they can
and hang
sit
out.
down.
They
Like,
can sit
literally.
down.
I think it's sit
Technically,
down. Yeah.
we're not allowed to sit down.
I know,
I
man.
know technically.
You know what I mean? Like, it's weird when the rules are like, all right, so we can be modernized and everything, but this
Yeah,
one,
fuck-
Like who
fuck our
did
backs.
that? Like, but I'm like, who
Who
did
was
that?
yeah? Who took what?
right? And
What
also,
was like that?
how I understand if they're lazy, bad PAs and you
Yes,
get things done.
Yeah.
that's
But if
different.
you know that we're rolling and you don't need anybody anywhere else and they're together,
And-
who
Yeah.
cares?
Yeah.
I'm all about you get the job done. And
Yeah.
it seems
Bro,
like
if I'm somewhere where I need to be, and it's somewhere to sit down, like if I'm in a lockup, if I'm over here like watching somebody, like sometimes you can be waiting for somebody this or standing for the DP or whatever. Bro, I can sit down. I should be able to. Y'all trying to? No human should be standing up for 13 hours. Who said that? Like,
for the
what's this?
least
not the-
money there.
This not it's not the tough guy award.
You know what I mean?
What,
And it bothers me because you look over, you see like a grip asleep.
Yeah, he be-
And they're like, well, we don't want the producer.
Nah.
Well, I know the producer saw that guy sleeping.
right?
Yeah.
And he saw that guy on his phone that hasn't even looked up yet.
Producers come to why are they sitting down? Damn.
I know,
Like,
man. No, I
Should be
know.
crazy.
I think it's
Sometimes I be thinking they be lying. Producers don't be saying shit. I don't think producers be saying shit. Some do probably, but I
I-
know some don't.
I think it's just more of, you know, everyone just being like
It's
cool.
the
and-
tradition of it.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
used to saying like, we're so used to not being
Yeah.
together. When you are together, it bothers us. Like, why does it bother
But you don't
you?
think it's changed?
I
though?
was about to say that. I feel like it has changed
A
like,
little bit?
with the producers. Like you get a few, but most of them be chill. Like we was talking about Bill Lawrence.
Oh yeah, he's
He
cool.
was on the show we were on, the show I'm on now, and Xander was on the way he was day playing with us, and those producers like they cool. They look like they not, you know, they ain't taking no shit. Like don't
Yeah.
say no wild, but like. I don't like. It's not like yo stand up because they around, like you know, like or
Yeah.
and they be joking with you. They come, they nice, like you know, they not like they don't. I don't
I
feel
think-
like I'm about to get fired every time we walk around.
No, that's
you know,
true,
you got
too.
that feeling where he's like,
I think the cool producers. I think the cool producers are the ones that got like beaten up as you know as they came up, and they were like, you know what? When I become a producer,
yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna, you know, let PAs be, you know, like you don't have to like sit, you know, be standing up all day. Like go chill, go.
Yeah,
in.
yeah, yeah.
But also, it's like that weird thing where you know if you allow too much, maybe people will not do their
Yeah,
job.
exactly.
You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean?
Just start doing everything laying down.
Just
and
like,
shit.
yeah, it's like, bro,
I
are you
get
here
that,
to
though.
work or you here to just?
But the thing is,
you're,
we
like,
all know
laid
that.
out?
We all know that one bad PA or AD when you're like, yo,
Yeah.
how did they get here?
Yeah.
And then
I mean,
they ruin it forever.
bad grip, bad props, bad everything.
Bad
Like,
anything.
everything.
Bad apples.
Bad
And
apples.
it's weird because you be like, how did you get here? Don't you have to get in the union? Don't they know you're like terrible at this? Like,
I don't know if it's just me lately, but I've just been in the mood of like, if we're gonna hire, you know, like we were just talking about the movie that if we get it or whatever, it's like we want people that want to be there and actually want to succeed, like actually try to make something of their career. You know, like I'm trying to figure that out for myself too. You know, I know you already turned in your book, so you're way ahead of me, but I'm just like, if you're gonna take something serious, also like take it, but like have fun at the end of the day.
Yeah,
you know what I
right.
mean? You're here for 14, 16-hour days. Like I was just on one of the TV shows filming out here in LA. I don't know if I should say the real name,
Oh,
but
what was
it's
it? Is it new?
It's new. It's
for Apple TV?
You said it
for
was streaming
Fox.
Fox. Oh,
Yeah, it's for Fox.
Just don't, yeah, just say.
So it's just
Don't say
anyways the TV show I'm on. Like I'm literally there, like having a great time. I'm helping with background, assisting.
You talking about the one that you just rapped?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
They don't know. Nah, this is no.
Yeah.
Say we continue.
But anyways, I literally just worked on it on Wednesday, and so it was just like I was there having a great time helping, because you're over 250 people, and everyone has their own egos, and everyone has their own ideas, and everybody has their own. Some are tired, some are not. So you're trying to bring the best of you to facilitate and help out people, and it's just like, hey man, you should go on this line, you should go over here, go to wardrobe now, go to hair and makeup. A lot of times half of these people don't even know what it is. Some of them are brand new, right? And it's like when you don't have like certain attitudes with like coming in with like fresh, willing to help out and just like, hey, let's go do this, like, oh yeah, I got you. It kind of becomes like dreadful, it just becomes it just like, why am I here? I'm here. I'm only here for maybe a couple days, and I'm not having a good time. And I think that's a thing that people should start trying to look forward to. It's like, it's a job, yes, but also you wanted this. You wanted to be a director, producer, whatever it is, an actor. Have fun in the meantime.
So okay, as you say that, we were talking about it earlier off camera. What don't you like doing on set? Like, I don't like being a walkie PA. I love being a walkie PA.
I
can't do that.
I love doing radios.
Walkie PA. I don't prefer it. I actually never done it on a show. I don't. No. I mean, I was whatever.
I mean, I don't mind doing anything.
But he's done it before. And he like that. I get why. I get it. Yeah. But
I mean,
like, for me, I've never done it, so it's like I don't want to do it.
No, I don't.
But if I needed to, and it was like the last job, the only option. Yes, I'm gonna do it, but it's not like the end of the world. But I would. Well, I mean, yes, on my PA, I don't want to be the walkie PA.
Yeah, but you like keying though, don't you? See, I don't like keying.
I like background, I like keying, I like first team. I like all of them. I just like anyone that allows me to be on set or feel involved. I just like being involved.
That what you mean, yeah.
I hate not being involved. When I'm not involved, that shit make me like get on my phone and
see,
shit.
Keying's not bad. It's just some shows I don't like keying, and I had some bad experiences. It was like, I don't do this again.
But I think
it just might be an experience.
Yeah,
but it's not bad. It's just like you said, because for people to know, you're the key PA, you're the main PA on set, and you manage all the other PAs.
Yeah.
And sometimes, and then you're also involved a lot with some of the producers, the writers, camera. You're with so many other departments, and it's like, in some shows I was in a couple shows they abused it where I was in like, I felt like I was in 200 group chats, and it was like they text me on my days off. I'm like, what, bro? It's a Saturday. Why are you bothering me?
You said you're trying to be an AD?
No, I mean that's fine, but I'm not getting paid that. If I was getting paid that,
it's a process.
I've did that process. If I don't need to, I'm.
You're like, I don't want to listen to you right now, man.
Yeah.
I mean that's it's the same headaches. It's the same headaches you're gonna get when you're an AD.
Yeah.
So it's like for me, it's like
training.
Yeah, because I was telling somebody that the other day, there is no. I was talking to Amy about this. We were talking about AD, and it was like there is no training.
Yeah, there is.
You need to find an AD like Amy, one of our AD friends, who is willing to actually help you and bring you in. Like, we always talk about what departments, what it takes to be into a union. I will probably say this a million times, but how to get into the DGA. And it's like, who's training you to be a second?
Nobody.
Like we everybody's talking about, I want to get my days. All right, and then what?
Yeah. Because
then once you put your days in, now you got to do it. And when you're saying that, it's like the key PA, you're supposed to be kind of like a mini AD because you're able to. You're not just stuck on one thing. The difference between first team and background and walkies is like you're stuck to that. Now, when you get to know it, you can step out of it if you know how to do it well.
Yeah.
Like, but some people still just gotta focus on that, like the background and getting that together. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole thing. Yeah. And that's part of being AD too. First team. Right. It's like we were talking about, I like being first team because you get the communication from base to set to be able, and you are like coexisting with the key. Yeah. The key is, yes, you manage all the other PAs, but you really like, there's no managing. Like we're all coworkers. Like, yes, you're the key, but you just getting the information first.
Yeah.
And you tell us to do lockups because That's one of your tasks,
Yeah.
right? So I don't
It's
really
just to
look
help
at it
out,
like you're just helping out. The boss is the second seconds.
Yeah.
Like we playing if you think you the boss over me. Like we all.
Yeah.
It just don't make no sense to think like that.
Mm-hmm.
But you are the leader of us, though.
Yeah,
you
no,
know what I'm
no,
saying?
you're-
So
yeah.
it's like you got to do the lockups, and you're closer to the AD. So whatever the AD, that information relates
You're right.
to that
The
person,
first
and then you
information.
kind of the diamond. We call it the first AD, the second, and the key. It's like whenever that person leaves, you go there, and you got to fit a spot. And when you were a really good team, like when we was with,
Yeah.
everybody knows their role, so we just fill into spots because you know what's the next thing is about to happen,
Mm-hmm.
or you know who to be by. If it's fucking A camera down here, or PA, we like, I'll be by A.
Yeah.
Because you got to be the eyes for the first.
Yeah.
Who was our main boss.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like the PA shit is like all these different things are in one when you become an AD. So they're all different tasks that you have to learn.
And it's funny too, because as you're saying all that, it's the teamwork. I always wonder, like you're right, who teaches you? I
Nobody.
like nobody, and it's weird.
Nobody
'Cause
teaches you. Nobody tells shit to
even
you.
being
Unless
on
you
the
got cool ones.
yeah, even being on the right show matters.
Yeah.
Like I've been on enough shows that matter where you learn more responsibility. So like, because if you just
Yes.
day play, you don't know anything.
No.
You're like,
You're
you
not
might
gonna
have
know shit.
background. You're just knowing how to maybe hand them a voucher, and then what?
You're
Just
gonna know what
make
they
sure
go-
they
they
go
go
through the
lock up.
works.
Yeah, you gonna
And
be
then you
locked
go
up.
lock
Yeah,
up.
you gonna
Yeah,
lock up.
and then it's
Right.
like you don't know what it is to be on set. You've never known what it is like a place of background. Then you don't know how to like
That's why they're
interact
all
with
important.
first team. Where like
That's why they're all
you know what I mean?
important.
Yeah, and it's
these
like,
are all important
mhm.
things to be an AD that is broken down into that. So
And
it's
But
like,
I think
crazy.
it's fun, starting as a day player. When you start,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
like trying to figure it out, like what like.
But you don't
because
know
it's exciting.
that. But you don't know that what else goes on until you're like doing it. And then
but
you
yeah, that
know.
depends what you but it depends what you want to do because scripted. They're all for me coming from reality here and being a coordinator. It's like I was kind of ADing in that. Like you kind of are. You just it's
called
many jobs and on reality there'll be a person that does a lot of jobs like that, and the union they'll split that job up. So like one person will do 10 jobs on reality, and
Yeah.
on the union one person does one job and they split them all
Yep.
up, and it's all kind of the same thing. It's just a lower budget. I think it goes to budget.
I mean, I always say this. I like that about reality. I think you got to do reality first and then go to scripted because you appreciate it more.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas
Fuck all
everybody
that.
everybody I know that did scripted first, if you told them to go do like, think about, and sometimes scripted,
They might like it,
when
though.
we go on location and you got like, they'll say, can you get a tent for the actors?
But yeah, I understand. I mean,
I've seen
yeah.
other PAs, they're like, what?
Yeah.
Get a tent?
but
Hell
For
no.
me, it would be like, yeah, you got it. What do you need?
Yeah, but in reality, you do that anyway. You got to do everything.
That's your job. You're like, you
Yeah.
got to set up
And
tables,
scripted, it's
chairs. You got to just do everything.
Everything.
Yeah. Well, that's why I think coming in from like when I started my first show, Big Brother, I like was reality TV, and it was like so crazy different world, but it was exciting. Even though I was just like, I'm not a big like reality
it's
TV
cool. That shit's
person
cool.
to watch. But then you're like, oh,
It's a vibe.
it's like different. It's a whole its own language. And then,
Right.
but then you
Exactly.
eventually want to go. Let's say, like, I want to get into scripted, right? It's like, how do I get there?
there.
But it goes back to networking, talking to people, and hanging out with the right crew, with the right, people with the same mindset. But if you don't do any of those things, then none of anything that I'm saying doesn't matter, right? Like, because networking is everything. So
Everything.
it's like I started to get into like I did like the Oscars, I did Kids Choice Awards, right? So I was like, all right, this is cool too, but like, I still wanted a scripted
Yeah.
TV or movie. And finally, like the time, finally the opportunity shows up, and once you get to the scripted world, you're like, okay, cool. What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to do someone's breakfast, someone's lunches. Like as a day player, you're like, okay, cool. But then you're like, where is the fun? Where's the magic,
Yeah.
right? And it's like once you're like the day player, then you get someone's trust. I think that's what it is. It's like as a second. You're like once you build that second's trust and the key PA's trust,
trust, yeah,
it's like
it
you
is.
literally start to become valuable to the team, and
Yep,
then
They know you're not going
And
to mess
I-
with it, and they can trust you.
and
Or
they
they
can
could
trust
trust
you,
you, yeah.
right? It's like now you're like, oh yeah, send Tay, send Oliver, because they'll do it, and then it's like
It'll get done.
gonna
it'll get
get
done.
done.
Versus the other way around, where you're like,
Where is
yeah,
this guy?
no, we're not gonna.
Like, where is this person? Like, what are they doing?
Yeah, no, yeah.
And you're like, how are you not doing
And,
this?
and Ken, you run into that. You tell somebody to do something,
You're
and
like-
then they break the lockup, and you go up to them like, "Yo, what's up?" They just say some dumb shit to you. You be like, "Oh yeah,"
Or they're like, or they're
you
on,
can't come
Or
back.
when they're on their phone, or they're just like looking, like trying
Just
to, or
weird,
looking at on set, which I get. You're there, you're watching, but it's like, hey, you got to watch this other side of the street because we might get ran over.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
but
they're
that's
not
not
paying
not paying attention. You know,
Yeah.
Not paying attention. Yeah.
but that's what I'm saying. It goes back to like trust, right? Like you start to trust people. You start to really, get yourself into certain crew, and then eventually, you'll blossom into your own position.
I do recommend to people when they do like day blast. I said also it's the trust, but you have to interact with the people you're working with. 'Cause
Yeah.
I had that. I made a
Talk
joke.
to
'cause
different people.
I met like my roommate Harry. He said he's been in LA for I think 15, 16 years.
Yeah.
And he started off in scripted. He was like on True Blood and did music videos. And it's like he goes, but I was a good worker, and then he would just go home. I said, no. You got to remember Tay was there. And Tay was like, what? Bro, you got to talk to people because that doesn't mean anything because it's kind of the rapport. Like at the end of the day, if I'm like, Xander was cool, I'm gonna remember you when I need somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I
exactly.
mean? And it's like,
Everybody got a guy.
yeah, and it's all who you know. Like even with Tay, I never forgot when. Good shout out to Jeremy Silvera. He's the
Oh,
second.
yeah.
Jeremy was like, "Hey, Oliver." I remember Tay moved in. I was like, "Tay, I'm gonna try to get you on the scripted show because I just started doing scripted."
Yeah.
And Jeremy was like, "Hey, I need like I think he said 3 PAs or 2 PAs." And he's like, I don't care if they're green. I said, well, I got a guy for you. He's green and scripted, but he does reality. And my mind is, once he did reality,
You're good.
I already knew he got it down. I even tell Tay, I go, look, all it is just listen to what you're good. And I was like, you will like him. You get anything you want.
Yeah.
And then the minute he got him, he goes, he remembers like, Tay is amazing. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, you got it. But it was like, I'm like, but he did reality, so I knew it was going to be good.
Right.
But it was just funny because it's, like you said, it's the opportunity, like at a point where somebody actually was like, I need 2 to 3 people.
Yeah.
And it's
you
like,
need that extra, like that person that could just pay attention.
Gotcha.
So to me, I always look at that aspect where I understand, like it's different now because it's slower a little bit. But I remember right after the pandemic when it was booming, I remember
my God.
ADs are asking me for people. We ran out of people.
Yeah.
That's when I was here. That's how. Shout out to the pandemic. I tell people all the time I got here at the right time
Yeah.
because y'all was leaving and I stuck it out. Shout out to my dog. You know what I'm saying? I stuck it out and we was here. And that's how my first job was with Jeremy. And it's so funny. Full circle moment. We was on Beverly Hills Cop, and we didn't even talk about that. I met Xander on Beverly Hills Cop,
Yeah.
and we became cool
The fourth
instantly. Yeah,
The fourth one.
Axel Foley.
Yeah, because
on Netflix
They
right
know
now.
you weren't in they know you weren't
Yeah.
in the 80s.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, I'm not that old.
Yeah, right. Beverly Hills Cop 4, and then what were we talking about?
Because I had just finished doing Marvel.
And then Jeremy, this crazy motherfucker. We had a lot of hours on that show, and because we was tired, and him and Heather, or it was Heather and somebody else went over where Jeremy was doing some movie with a dog.
Oh,
or some
yeah,
shit,
yeah.
and he needed extra people, and then he had hit me
I think
up.
the movie just came out too, by the way.
Did it?
I think it's Bitch or whatever.
Bitch?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the name of the movie? Oh, yeah.
What was it really called, bitch?
Well, he was, I don't know. He was filming a movie and it was about a dog or whatever. And
Being
he was
chased
saying,
or running around downtown LA.
LA. He wanted us to lock up or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And then Xander was like, yo, Jeremy, and tell me what Jeremy said about me.
Oh,
Because he was like, who? Because Jeremy was asking who you wanted for people. And then Xander was like, oh, no, Tay. And he like, Devontae? He like, he green. He like, no, Devontae over here running background. Mind you, he hasn't seen me since he hired me.
They forget. They remember
So
you
he
when
was
they
like-
first met you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was so funny. And he was like, oh, he's still green. I'm like, that's so funny because I haven't seen Jeremy in so long. And I've done so many shows since then. So it's like completely different. So it's funny. I can see why
you know
he
what's
was in
funny?
it.
Yeah, you're right. I remember saying that to him, and he's like, "Wait, Devontae?" He did that face like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, Tay." He was like, "He's over here doing it because we had the Beverly Hills Cop 4."
Yeah.
So because I got into the whole Marvel world for a cool minute for like a year and a half with Jeremy, and so him and I became really good friends, and not only him, just like a lot of good people who you meet, and then obviously as they see you grow, when you go on to other shows, other things, you start to grow and you start to learn, and by the time you tell people, oh yeah, I'm hanging out with this person,
And they're like,
oh,
who?
What?
I ain't see him since 2000.
And it's true
21.
too. Yeah.
2020. Like you might work on the show with one person and not work with them again for another 5 years.
Yeah.
6
You don't
years.
see him ever.
Or
Never.
never.
No,
yeah.
never.
You're
You
like,
might
yeah.
really, it's real.
This is it. This is my last show, Tay.
You're like,
Okay.
because you're like, because you work with each other so much that you assume that you'll see them. Man, I'll see you the next one.
Yeah, on
Because
the
you're
next-
just like, you just want to go. You look at
I
it. I'm
love
just
saying
going
that. See you on the next one.
See you in the next one.
And then you
Because you
don't.
really do. Sometimes you
Well,
you
like on
do.
this new show that you're on right now, like him and I are working together like for the longest since Beverly Hills Cop 4.
Beverly Hills Cop.
And it's like, damn, dude, it's been a long. I was trying to bring him on to the last show I was on. Like, hey, man, are you available? It's like, no, I'm busy. I'm like, okay, of course, you're always working. But it's like those things you try to come back, and it's just sometimes it does happen, sometimes it doesn't. But when you do, it's fun. Like I had fun on Monday, dude.
Yeah, that was cool.
It was cool. Like I was like,
this
is what it was supposed to
and
be.
we was in the city. We was walking around, walking into the Pilates studio.
No, we
All
weren't.
right,
We-
well,
I was
shoot.
working, paying attention.
No, we was on break. What you talking about? Yo, did y'all see the new Mortal Kombat trailer?
I have not seen it.
I have. Yeah, I saw that. It's
What you think about
it's okay. It's interesting. They did a good job. Carl Urban, who plays on The Boys and whatever, Judge Dredd, which I heard they're doing another Judge Dredd, and Taika Waititi's supposed to be directing that.
Taika Waititi's directing?
I think so.
Oh, damn.
But it had Johnny Cage. He looked older, and I was just kind of like, oh, like. But they did a good job because he's supposed to be an older guy, a washed-up actor that did B movies, and he's just like, and it's like. So I just want to hope the fight scenes are good, because if it look weird, because you're like, isn't he too old to be Johnny Cage? But then I get it. But as long as as long as the fight scenes are good, I got blood, I got guts, I got get over here, and fatalities, I'm good.
Yeah, right. The last one wasn't bad either.
I enjoyed that one. Yeah.
Is this the prequel? Or
No, this is the sequel
sequel
to that one.
Yeah, right. All right. But why they make it all jokey? Was the dude there before, or was that like a joke?
No,
Was he
it
part of the movie?
wasn't. No, he wasn't in it before.
So what they? Oh, because they taking him into the world.
Yeah.
But I kind of forgot how
Because
the first one was.
the one at the ending, the end credit scene, it showed like a Johnny Cage Hollywood poster or whatever, and he's like with his finger up because he always does that. So that's when everybody's like, oh, and then they kind of, and they're like, oh, Carl Urban, no. But
Damn.
he's a good actor.
It looked good.
So
I mean, it looked like it's can be good. I'm excited. I'm excited about it. I mean, I like the first one.
da-da-da.
The first one was cool.
But I see.
But I thought it looked like little jokey.
So here's my thing though. Are they supposed to be shooting Fast and Furious in LA? Like they said in the summer.
I mean, Vin Diesel said it on on Instagram.
They said it's supposed to be July, August. Now again, in our world was.
I think, but
the
I
middle
don't
of
think
July.
it'll be this year. I think it'll be next year.
No, I'm supposed to be doing it. No, it's supposed to be. I mean, I might have a point. It's supposed to be this summer, I thought. Because that other one came out. It's a 2-parter. So that came out last year.
Nah, but and this is the second part.
Yeah, and I thought they already started filming it to bring it out 2026. But I guess you might have a point.
I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think they're shooting. I mean, I know people who
I haven't
would be
heard-
on it if I knew.
Yeah, I
right.
mean, I
Like,
haven't heard anybody say that they're doing it fast.
Yeah, I mean, the same.
so,
I was like, I haven't heard anyone that I know, like, you know, their
No, they haven't. 'Cause
coworkers.
we know
that-
people that worked on. I worked on the Fast 9, so
Yeah, see.
that they played on that. Big background days. Oof,
Oh, how was that?
it was rough. I mean, it wasn't bad. It's just rough because we had a lot of background. Like,
Yeah.
I think we had like 2,400, something like that.
Wow. Damn.
I did that
And
movie.
what time would you guys had to be there?
We had to come in. I mean, our call time was like, I think 3 a.m. for a 6 a.m. call time. Like I did the movie with The Weeknd and Jenna Ortega. We had to shoot right when the strike started. We shot in Anaheim, and that one was. We had 3,000. We had to do the concert scene. It was just day play last 2 days, so
Yeah.
it was a concert scene, and even that one was like, because
The one with the
I heard
Weeknd,
about
right?
that concert. Yeah,
we had to tile everything. So, and it was like, you had everybody sit here, and then they're like, all right, now this half of this section, move over here.
side,
and
yeah.
then, bro, that was like, it was just kind of like, I don't want to say it was not, or it's just, you couldn't, you know how it just organized. It just wasn't, it wasn't bad,
wasn't
but
well
it just,
organized?
it wasn't unorganized. It just wasn't smooth enough. It was just,
the way they were trying to make
yeah,
it happen.
it was almost like they thought about it last second, like, oh, we need to tile these guys. They're like, what?
Oh, my
and then it
God.
was like, all right, we need this section. And then from people having to go 3,000 background, think, I gotta go to the bathroom. And then you start wandering around the arena, like, bro, how are you
How
over
many
here?
PAs was it during the time? How many of you guys were like?
Oh, I gotta remember.
You
It
guys
was
must have been like at least 20, 30, you know?
no, but it had to be like almost 20 something.
Yeah, because that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
To me, it just sounds like when you're trying to wrangle so many people. I mean,
Yeah,
with 50, it's a lot.
It
You
is.
know, trying to make sure that they all come back.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we had do you ever worked with Ted? Ted,
No.
he's from Philly. Oh, he's a good guy, man.
Yeah.
He's good. He's great. Yeah, he gave me the ropes in the game. He's
Oh, did he?
So he's the one who was like, hey, do you want to help me day play on this for like the last 2 days? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And it was like,
Was that your like your little break of like, okay, now I could do this and do more?
no, that one was because that was 2 summers ago. That was just my show finished on like Monday. He did this like Wednesday, Thursday. So it was kind of like Monday, off Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, do it. And that was my summer break. It's one of the perks of working on a show that I'm blessed to be on, and they've called me back. Because you always do that. I laugh. I go, that's crazy. Like, you could just not get it, and then just like that,
Yeah.
you don't come back.
But it's great to be consistent. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's seeing the same people, being able to, have this, not have to worry about where's my next gig and
Yeah.
where's my next job.
Being
I think
staff.
that's like the biggest, thing in Hollywood or just being like a freelancer is not knowing where's
next
your next your next
I always
gig
tell
is.
people when you're going home, you're technically, actually, when your show finishes, you're unemployed. It's like you work once your show's done.
It's like hopefully you made connections, or hopefully you did well. Because if not, then this might take longer than it should be.
That's a fact.
Yeah. No, we talked all the time. Like, the longer I'm on this show, the less people you meet.
Hell yeah.
Like, from all the people I met, luckily I bounced around enough. But even then, it's like, when's the last time I really talked to those guys?
True.
So then it's like being on the show. It's so long that
Actually, I'm doing a pod.
they don't text me anymore. Like, they could, but now it's like, no, he's just booked. Even if I'm not, he's just booked.
Yeah.
So then it's like, now it's out of sight, out of mind.
But I also feel like you could also just let it be and then just try to keep up as you
do.
know, as time
Luckily,
goes on.
some of us, we do just interact in general.
Yeah.
It's not just work text.
Yeah.
So it's like they know when I'm.
I mean, we're also doing going to the beach.
Yeah. So
doing a bonfire.
the bonfires
Right.
work.
Dude,
Yeah.
honestly,
They're
it's
good.
like,
It's good networking.
I think it's great networking. I honestly,
Was smart, right?
it's
Yeah,
smart.
no,
I mean,
it is.
before that, shout out to Larry McGee. I didn't know who he was, and then the next show I get on, that's like I'm with him, and he was at the bonfire.
Yeah.
And it was just like, wait, weren't you at the bonfire?
That was
But it
the
is funny though,
point.
because we all have at some point worked with each other, so it is like networking, but we all know each other. So anybody new,
Yeah.
it's funny because you can tell who knows how to network, who doesn't.
Yeah.
They'll come to the bonfire and just be like, Oliver, Tay, what's up? And you're like, you should talk to that guy, that girl, that girl. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, and they don't think of it that way.
Exactly.
I find that to be absolutely hysterical.
Well, it's just I feel like everyone is different. I mean, again, going back, everyone's different, right? But it's just like you came here to like hang out, have fun, but also talk to people, not just
Yeah.
me. And the last one that we did, I invited a few, and some of them did bounce around, but some people just kind of kept to themselves, or just like, all right, well.
But it's like it's not for us. Like, we can't.
Yeah, you can't push people.
You can't take them to the water. You can take them to the water. You can't make them
Make 'em
drink.
drink,
it.
yeah.
It's like I'm already putting everybody together. Like,
Yeah.
And if y'all see each other, y'all should see each other again. If you ain't create that vibe,
that connection, or that
Let me get that.
But
That
the
was
scratch
a
off.
gift.
I was gonna say, what is that?
I was
I
keeping
got-
the scratch
this is a
off
gift
in
somebody
case
gave
he
it to me for
wins.
Give it to me.
But you know what? It's funny you say that though. But it is. It's like. But I also have learned in this industry, to make it, you really do have to have your own project.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, and it's trial and error, and it's almost like throw it to the wall and see what sticks, because nothing's guaranteed.
Yeah.
Like, we can work in all we do. We can make great money, but it's really not our own thing. We're not you're still working for somebody.
Yeah.
As far as you still work for the studio and it's your own thing, but it's different when you create your own project and then your heart's into it more, and then you care more.
Or when you start working with like other friends who are creating projects, I think it kind of burns sets a spark all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help out a friend of mine, and I told him, I was like, yo, if you need help over the weekend, let me know. Just because I know that motivates you. It kind of gets you like, oh, if he can do it, I can too.
Yep.
Versus when you work on big productions like the ones we do already, you're just like, oh, you're just another number in the checkbox, and you're just here to. I mean, but it's also, we are doing a lot of things. We're doing, we're creating something big for the future generation to watch, or us ourselves. But what I'm trying to say is, like, when you do work on smaller projects and just to go and help, it does sense like you feel inspired all of a sudden. You know what I mean?
But then here's one for you. I was asked this because I turned into that guy one day. Working the shows we work on and the movies we work on, does it not spoil but leave you? I'm trying to think of the word to use. Like, not jaded, but when you go work on smaller projects, you're like, oh, God, that's this ain't it. Like, because it's like you're used to working with like the best of the best, the top of the top, and then all of a sudden, if like somebody's like, yo, we help me out with mine, you're there and you're like, camera guy's kind of green, the audio's green, the actors aren't whatever, but
Where's Crafty?
yeah, Crafty's not good. Like, you're just like, it's not what you're used to. So then you're like, oh man, like, I'm spoiled to the point where like, if I can't work on a product that does something similar to this, then I'm like, you're not as into it as much, unless it's a friend. Then you're like, yeah, that's my homie, I'm gonna help. But even then, you look like, man, this is, because it's like that. But yeah,
But there's no money.
yeah, that's the tough
Well,
part.
It's literally.
Oh yeah, when you're doing your friend project.
Yeah. Well, that's why productions are big, because when there is money, you could tell the difference. You're like, oh, we got the best catering in town. Oh, we got the best Crafty in town, and the ones you're just like, oh, I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
Are we
that's
spoiled?
Yes, no, yes, we are.
true. I mean, maybe
No, we are.
we might be.
Nah,
think we are
There's
spoiled.
no maybes.
I mean, getting fed in the morning after during lunch,
Snacks.
and the whole entire day of snacks and hot snacks. Yeah, I think we are spoiled
A little bit.
because where's my crafty?
Right?
Get your water right
Yo,
there.
I was thinking that I be telling people that's not in the business that I be showing them like our breakfast, like our whole setup. Like
Like, we have a whole
this
truck.
is breakfast, this is crafty, this is lunch.
Yeah.
All right, and this is like another snack. This is like
and people get mad like that.
They be
Like,
like, dude.
breakfast, I don't like to because if it takes too long, and not really, but it does to me. Squeezing your own orange juice because you have a little thing.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
like, bro, I'm not sitting there squeezing 10 oranges to get like half a cup. I'll just give me the regular one in the bottle.
Yeah, just give me
and
that.
then I get that, and I don't even eat breakfast, but when I do, I go to the truck and I'll be like, let me get my sausage. I really get a sausage biscuit with cheese at McDonald's way,
Ooh.
but just but I say English muffin, just sausage and cheese. They're like, no egg. I go, I don't like eggs. And I get that, and then it's like you have cereal, you have oatmeal, you have bacon. You have, and then you have a
Pancakes,
snack.
fruits.
You have a snack before you get to lunch, and people would look at you like, "Hey, where's the snack at?" You're like, I don't know. They get mad. We'll find out when it's coming. I'm
But
like,
isn't
yo,
that weird though? Like people get mad because they don't know. Like you don't know what the hot snack is, and it's just
Yeah.
like, I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
I don't eat every day.
And
I'm here on
right,
set trying
yeah.
to work. I'm trying to.
we're not supposed to know that crafty.
Yeah,
know
shit.
that.
Vanna, what are you doing over there?
And then Crafty has the bread. Like I mean, I eat Crustables all the time. I mean, Crafty has everything.
Yeah.
And then you have lunch, and then after lunch, you're gonna have like another snack before you go home.
Yeah.
And if they know you're gonna be there over 12 hours, they get like a second meal,
Another second
which is
type of
like
meal.
usually pizza or hot dog, something just to.
Yo, on the last show I was on, dude, we were getting crazy hot snacks, bro.
Oh, Judas, what's
Dim
the time?
sum.
He just did the
One
1 hour,
1 hour. We might as well just we're gonna keep going.
and then just finish it with this one.
Yeah,
I got you.
2 parts.
I got you. We're gonna keep going, baby.
Let's go. I'm hungry.
Oh, I'm hungry too.
Yeah. But no,
We're
no.
gonna get some food out of this.
I,
But we hit the.
I think this is why we're talking about food because I think we're
Yeah,
both. We're all
no,
we got to go
but
to
I'm
the
with you.
bar.
But it's like we get that. Then, what was your second snacks?
Dude, our second snacks were like the dim sum. We had.
Oh,
yeah, we had. I'm
Let
like,
me
when
know
you
when
see
it's
dim
another
sum,
45.
And then that'll be it. I got you.
All right.
we had like homemade pizza. Like they literally
Oh.
brought over, like the guys who with the like what's that called? Not the chimney, but
The stove.
the stoves.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. I was just like, what is this? Like, yo, what's going on? I'm like, and to say the crazy thing is like, as the show almost ended, every day we had a coffee truck, a food truck. It was like every day we had. I'm like, dude, that is money.
You know what's funny? Oh,
That's money.
at the end
When
of
it's every day.
Every
They
day,
be
bro.
having that.
At the-
Ice cream truck, shaved the
Grey's
eyes.
Anatomy, rich ass.
I
at
was
the
like-
end of every episode, our directors,
Yeah.
as they say, they get tipped
We
by the
do- what
office.
they
They buy food truck.
We kind of do that.
So
too.
we and it's not
We
bad,
do
but
it.
it seems like all the time because they're 9-day episodes. So you sitting there and you be like, oh, there's a food truck, and then sometimes like during lunch like it's random. It's not a lot, but you notice it. Like we have the brick oven pizza.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have a dim sum, or we'll get like an In-N-Out truck or something.
Yeah,
that
or
you're
a
like,
burger. The guys that make the burgers.
Yeah, we had one that we keep getting, bro. They show up, they're out of burgers. No, not burgers. We're out of French fries. We're out
What?
of fries. Like literally,
How?
3 people in, they're out of fries. Then the second time they came, they didn't have any. I'm like, why do we keep calling this food truck over here? They never have. Who just wants a burger only? Like, what are we doing? Like, but we are spoiled in that aspect. And Crafty, I mean, think about it. You have all the milks, you have all the creamers,
Oh,
you
milk,
have all the
almond milk.
juice.
Half
all
and
the
half.
milks,
The
all
water,
the
you have
creamers.
LaCroix, you
Hey,
have waters.
yo.
LaCroix, right?
I don't even,
LaCroix,
dude, I don't even have that
water,
at home.
Right? Then the
No,
pop,
that-
I like pop, so it's like you got your Pepsis,
Yeah.
Cokes, and then the Sprite.
No, I mean,
it's
bro,
like
we
you
all,
get,
we have everything.
No, I know we're spoiled.
But I don't go to the grocery store.
But you know what's crazy
When
too?
I'm
why
on
not?
staff
Ted?
show.
What are you doing?
What's the bro?
Yeah, what are you doing?
What you mean? If we work there 5 days a week,
Mhm.
the only time
I
you
mean,
need to find stuff for
It's
you to
Saturday and
eat
Sunday.
is Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You get in full
So
course
are
meals.
you the kind of person that takes food home like on Friday?
I have no. Well, sometimes I do it because it'd be like.
If
I
it's
mean, it's
good.
free food.
If I enjoy the lunch, I'm
Yeah, if it's
packing,
good, like-
but there's people that really do that every day, right?
Some
like-
I have been doing it
My
recently
roommate
because
does
I be smoking. So when I be playing a game and I be high
Yeah.
at night, it'd be like extra fruit, and that shit free. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Who gonna tell? Yeah, it free as hell. That's a caterer making you food.
now sometimes I
People
will take,
paying for $30
Yeah.
for
And
that.
you probably should take it
I'll
because it's
take a
leftovers.
case of water home sometimes.
Yeah.
That's
I'll be
some
like,
that's some reality shit.
I need water.
reality, you
taking
took
the-
everything.
Yeah, but
We'll
the,
talk
on
about
that crafty a little different. I mean, if you cool with the crafty person, might let you take like what about
Honestly,
them?
dude, our show was so cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like to
But
the
the
point
food,
where
I'm taking that bitch home,
just-
or I'm taking the second meal home
Yeah.
sometimes. If
I
it's
mean,
good.
they'll let you. Like there's
I mean,
when
you
have
can.
when
They
you,
gotta
when you
throw it away.
they gotta throw.
well, they're gonna throw it away. But but if you're like cool with, like you said, if you're cool with a crafty or
Yeah.
catering, they'll like be like, yo, do you want anything else? You want the whole
Yeah.
palette
And
of,
you're
of
like, I have
sodas?
nowhere to put this. I can't put this in the fridge. I'm
Yeah.
like, they're gonna take my food out the fridge.
Bro, they would give away like the bagels in a bag. Like no one would eat bagels. Like maybe 1 or 3, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like full. And I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, how crazy that. Again, going back to being spoiled, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like other shows or other, people that live in this world. We're like, what else? You know what I mean? I was just like, we're lucky. I just feel lucky.
Oh yeah,
Oh, it's definitely lit. I mean, it's definitely lit. I mean, yeah, they feeding us and all that, but we're
having
paying
fun.
with our time though.
yeah. You know, it's funny.
We're paying.
Think about when you go to a
That's
bummy
true.
show and it's like not as good, and you go, "What?
Yeah, nah.
This is crafty?"
But not all
hell
crafty,
no.
and not all lunches be the greatest.
Oh, yeah.
Most of them do, but when you get those bad ones, it really is like this some bullshit.
And you're hungry too
You're
that day. You're
hungry,
like,
other
I'm
people-
hungry. And this
I'm
is
sorry.
lunch.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's like hit or miss. You start to, but I just like that the breakfast and lunch. Like you can come in, eat anything. You can create anything in the
Yeah.
morning. And I realize it when I'm not working. I'm like, damn, I gotta go buy a breakfast sandwich.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
See, I'm with you.
I gotta go buy some
Yeah.
buy the all that little shit. Like you gotta actually go out and feed yourself.
I
Like,
think
it's not like right in front of you.
I'm with you, Tay. But my thing is, if we get too
Which
long,
is
like
shout out to the catering crew.
Yeah,
We love
shout
them.
out to catering.
when you get the week
Mario's.
off, when you get like the week off,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's like you don't know what to eat because you just go in there and it's like a variety and you pick. So when I'm off, that's why sometimes Tay be like, "You hungry?" I'm all angry. He's like, "What's wrong with you?" I go,
wanna
"Cause
eat."
man, I'm hungry, but I don't know what I want. Nothing sounds like I don't want a burger in my mind. I know what I don't want to eat,
Yeah.
but I don't know what I would eat."
Yeah.
And everything people bring up is just
It just don't-
habitual.
yeah,
It's just
yeah,
there
it's there.
because you're like, I'm used to just walking to a table and then they just give me the food.
You sound like a prima donna when you said that. Yeah, we are getting baby. We getting baby.
He's a diva.
He's a diva, but
And I really be angry
set
too.
diva.
What
for
is
sure.
this? This
little
is the
set
burger you
divas.
call?
I'm like,
Give me some
Burger.
ribs. I want some ribs right now.
Yo,
Yes,
they
sir.
be
Whatever
having
you like.
ribs. Yo, rib day. What's your favorite lunch day? Mine is tacos though, but it gotta be the ground beef.
Yeah.
Or like tacos or oh no. Not is it roast beef? Yeah, roast beef.
Yeah.
If they really doing it right, the roast beef with the mashed potatoes,
Yeah.
smacking.
I'm actually the ribs and Italian food when they get like
Oh, the
lasagna,
Italian,
I'm
yeah,
like,
the
hey.
Italian food. They
When they make Italian and it's
they make
good.
yeah, when it's that with the
good.
pasta.
Oh, yeah. But it's crazy that we could even say this. It's like, oh yeah, we have like an Italian day, we have a Mexican day, we have what else do we have? Like just
They do
burger
the
day,
Asian. They do the Asian. day.
Yeah.
You ever seen
Asian
the
day.
You ever seen the they do with the sushi?
Yeah,
The sushi bar.
Dude, actually,
poke.
yeah,
And the poke, the poke bowls, they'll give you a poke bowl stand, and then it'll be a whole sushi bar,
yeah,
like a whole bunch of sushi.
I love that day.
It's the fact that we're saying this and I'm still complaining. And there's that one time I didn't even
That's
like
what
the
I'm
lunch.
saying. I'm just like,
I went to the commissary. I'm like, I'm not eating that crap. I'm paying for it. Everybody's looking at me
Yo.
crazy, and I'm like, yeah, it's.
Mad people be doing that.
But when it's good, I literally Harry is a G. This guy packs.
he the people,
Yeah.
he that guy.
3-4 lunches, like whatever his lunch. He waits. So everybody's eating. He just sitting there like, no, I'm good. Because he waits until the line's gone. And when they're about to clean up, he goes in there, has his food, and packs 4 separate lunches. And then, so like he'll ride, if we ride together, I'll just look, I'm like, Harry, what is this? He's like, and he goes, like I'm the idiot. Food. Like,
Supper?
Silly. So like on the weekend, even Choki does it. Choki goes, bro, I packed for the week. So like the whole week, he said, I got leftovers. I'm like, you guys
Bro,
have
they refrigerator
Wow.
be full of leftovers.
Yes.
Smart.
And I'm like, and I get it, but for me, I'm being a diva again. If it's over 2 days old, I can't eat it.
I feel that.
Yeah, same.
But only if I really love it.
Yesterday we had steak. What'd you say? Yeah, yesterday we had steak. The steak, fire steak, and they had coconut shrimp. I got that shit in the refrigerator right now from last night. I'm about to body that
Yes.
shit when I get down.
But I do know why. After 2 days, it doesn't taste the
Hey
same.
yo,
Pause.
what was that?
Cut it.
No, leave it in, Judah. We leaving that in.
Yeah.
Bro, I was just
Judah,
mimicking
she still
you
got the
eating
sounds.
freaking you mimicking eating the shrimp.
No, that wasn't it, bro. But no, it's interesting because you're like, we're really spoiled with that. And it's
Yeah.
and it's crazy, bro. Like I even make the joke like, I harass our video department. I have so many AAA batteries because I'm like, I started abusing it. Where I was like, hey, can I get a couple AAA batteries at 9 volt for my remote at home? They're like, yeah, take as much as you want. Like it's just like there's so many things there that like, yeah, like
No, he doesn't ask anymore. He just
they even did. They said
you
they go,
taking
nah,
a dive